Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is a micro session because it's only 5 minutes long, where a normal Reiki session with me does take an hour. So this is just a sample, just enough to see if you might like more Reiki in your life or not. I am going to set the intention on the Reiki today for whatever is for your highest and best good. And then after we do five Reiki, we'll do 5 minutes of questions where you guys get to ask whatever's on your heart or on your mind, and I will open up a tarot deck and take a look using the tarot and my psychic abilities to answer those questions for you. So let's get this Reiki started, shall we? All right, so we're starting Reiki at 7 after the hour. That means that we will be finishing up at 12 after the hour. 4 more minutes left of the Reiki. I feel a lot of energy going down into people's feet right now for this Reiki session. And that means that since there's actually nobody in the room right now, that people who watch this video later on will have an impact on what they feel like their purpose is in life. And maybe even what your purpose is just for the day. You may be feeling a little bit lost. This Reiki is focusing on helping you to find your way, so to speak. 3 more minutes left on the Reiki. And 2 more minutes left already. Time is just flying by today. I still haven't even got my notification that the video started, so probably nobody else has either. Some days are like that, right? Especially with Mercury in retrograde. That's okay because I can feel that the Reiki is helping people who watch this later on, so it's all good. 2 more minutes left on the Reiki. And already down to 1 more minute left for the Reiki. All right, that wraps up Reiki. Yeah, nobody really in the room. Hmm. So instead of answering a question, I think I'm just going to do a message for the room for whoever watches this video later, because I know people will. So let's just do a quick Celtic cross message. Message. Okay, so whenever I look at this, it looks like whoever's going to be watching this video later, there's something going on that you feel really unprepared for, like it's maybe taken you by surprise. And I think that whatever this is that's taking you by surprise, you're not letting that throw you off balance or mess with your mojo. You're holding your own anyway. The root of the issue here is that I think somebody actually forgot to pass along a message to you. Somebody forgot to give you a message here. And so, what we see here going on as you're trying to figure out, okay, what's happening is really all about picking up the pieces, thinking quickly, acting in a very speedy way as you do that. It looks like in the past there was some kind of fight that happened, and that's um, a part of what has led to this being caught off guard by something that comes up where someone forgot to give you a message and you feel like to hold your own, you sort of have to pick up the pieces and figure out what's going on real quick for yourself. In the near future, I think that you're going to be letting somebody know your appreciation level, probably your appreciation level for the idea that you were not given this message that would have helped you to be ready for whatever this was that actually ended up taking you by surprise. Um, the person who's influencing this, excuse me, in your sphere of influence right now is someone who is actually a little bit grumpy and their targets are moving. So whatever it is that makes them happy is just changing all the time. Every time you think you know what you need to do to make them happy, that changes. Outside influences that there is this unknown. There are things going on that you don't know about. And so that would explain why something would take you off of, take you by surprise because of this outside influence. Hopes for this is that you would actually like to see this situation come to an end. It seems to me like this is probably something that has been sort of ongoing or cyclical, and you would like for that cycle to come to an end. In the near future, what we actually see you doing is we see you taking some kind of action here. And this is speedy action to stand up for something that you believe in. So definitely we have some things happening for sure. Somebody forgot to give you a message about something that's coming up, left you feeling unprepared, so you had to stand your ground with no warning. And this is all because of a fight or a debate that happened previously. I think you're going to end up letting this person who forgot to give you that message, letting them know what kind of situation that they put you in. And I feel like this person that you're not getting along with so well is somebody who's acting grumpy and who their ideas of what makes them happy or what they need to be satisfied from you are changing. What's going on is that there's something unknown, there's something that's going on behind the scenes that's influencing this situation. And so, what you're hoping for is an end to this situation. And I think you're taking dramatic and swift action in hopes of actually bringing it to an end. I want to see if that is actually successful. And I want to see also a little bit more about what this is going on behind the scenes as well. Swift action. It looks to me like your swift action is really to get in front of this person and say, whether it's physically in front of them or in some other way, but get their attention and say to them, you know what, you're not doing this to me again. This is over. I'm not engaging in this kind of competition or conflict anymore. And just letting them know that, I don't, I don't have to defend myself from you. I don't have to stand my ground with you. This is already over. This has already been settled, and this is not going to be an ongoing fight. What's going on in the unknown in the background that is influencing this situation? Yeah. It looks to me like you've got somebody who is, what is this actually? Now that I'm looking at it, what is this that I'm looking at? It looks like in the background you have someone who is trying to pass along some kind of good advice. And this is something that you don't know about. But I think that this person is really emotional on their advice, and I think that they're very enthusiastic about it. I don't feel like when I see those types of cards, that tells me that their advice may not be grounded in reality at all. So basically, what we've got is we've got some kind of somebody who's a pot stirrer that is acting behind the scenes to get this other person stirred up at you to just sort of try to keep this fight or keep this debate going or cycling back around. So I have a feeling a lot of you know exactly who that is too. But I do feel like you do get this resolved at least for the short term. I can't really guarantee from this spread that you'll keep it from coming back around, but you've got it resolved for the short term. So I hope those of you who watched the video find that message beneficial. And I appreciate all of you being here whenever you show up later. I don't know if the notification is going to come out at all. So far, it hasn't. Anyway, those of you who do show up, thank you for being here. I do appreciate that. Thank you for all the thumbs ups and for sharing this video with others who may benefit from it as well. And on top of that, thank you for purchasing ratings from me and Reiki sessions. And if I don't see you back here for a private session or a private reading, then hopefully I'll see y'all on the next video. I guess that remains to be seen, right? Peace out, everybody.